I'm Joachim Duplessis. Welcome to the HTS Epoll. It's your opportunity to weigh in on the most pressing issues of the day. St Lucia joined the global community in the observance of International Women's Day on Friday, 8th March. This year's theme, Inspire Inclusion, asserts that the appreciation of the value of the inclusion of women results in the forging of a better world. St. Lucian women have made tremendous strides over the past few decades in education, business, the public and private sectors, and in sports, among others. St. Lucian women have, however, lagged behind in elective politics, with only 2 of the 17 elected members of parliament women. So we ask, would you like to see more women elected to St. Lucia's parliament? We took to the streets to get your opinion, and here's what you had to say.
For sure, a lot more young women too, not just women. Women make up a large majority of the enrollment at all post-secondary education facilities. So if they are some of the most educated part of our population, it should be that they are part of our government and our policy-making teams.
It would create a major impact on our society. We have so many powerful women, in St. Lucia, and I think it would be a great change on our lives.
Women make more progress, because when I go to a school today, when I sit at the school and I check the principal office, I seen lots of girls. I seen 13 girls and I seen 6 men. So where them? All of them doing nastiness with their life, man. So I rather the women go forward.
Would you like to see more women in the House of Parliament?
Yes, man. And women more educated than men, because the men be a bit stupid. Look at that woman in Barbados. She have 13 seats. And all the men where they've been failures.
Generally, given the way our government works in this country, women are open to participate. They're free to participate. Sadly, one gets the sense that given the level of mépris and the personal attacks, women are a little reluctant to engage. But certainly, with development, the more women are involved in our development activities, the more progressive we are. And certainly I would like to see more women engage, more women participate, as their contributions are significant, and it creates a sense of balance, because we as men don't generally always get it right, and women's engagement would be most welcome.
I would love to see every St. Lucian, including women. But one of the problems that I have is some of them believe that once they're in high-powered job, they start thinking like men. Women will always be women, and they will not be men. So it's okay. Once they would be ladies, that is all good. And St. Lucian women, I'm all for it. But don't believe that you're a man just because you're in a high-powered job.
When you really look at women in that society, we women, that's going forward. What are men? What are the men doing to help society? It's women pushing that, not men. Look at Barbados. It's a woman. That's the Prime Minister. Look at Insufre. It's a woman. Again, that's a minister. Babuno, woman. Where are the men? They are putting themselves out like us to do things. And when you really look at the women, we are the one most of the time that is provided in the house.
The reason why I am saying that, because I don't trust these guys here. These guys have been there for years and years, and nothing, all of them included. All I'm saying, we need more women in the House of Parliament, because these guys only talking and no action. The women will do a better job. The reason why I'm saying that, I trust women more than men.
Most definitely, my brother, because if we look at the examples being set in the Nordic countries and in places like Rwanda, where you find Paul Kagame is doing remarkable things by making it a mandate that they have more than 30% of women in the House of Parliament. And if you see the examples that what Rwanda has done, coming from one of the least developed countries in Africa to one of the most progressive, you have to follow the trends that have been set, not just try to develop things that are just archaic to, development. You look at Mia Motley and look at how she's setting an example in Barbados, representing CARICOM and representing the region quite remarkably. I think it's time for women, and this World International Day of Women, I think we need to give women a chance. Men have had their time, and look at the examples. Look at what's been happening. Now, if we look at the word economy, what does economy signify? The household. Who tends to the household? Who are the managers of the household? You talk about crime. Where does crime stem? The nucleus of everything is the family. Then you go into the community. Then you go into the country. And then you go into the world. So if the seeds are not sown properly with our women as the tenders, Helen's daughters, you know, many examples we can set. I think it's time that women take the stand and take the lead. We need to set more women in parliament.
Women, they make a greater part of our population than men. So it's quite obvious that if we have more women, it should be good, because I think it would be bringing certain elements that are needed which is not yet in parliament. Because women have a special way of approaching things, not like men. And of course, sometimes they're much more precise and accurate, you know. So I think it wouldn't be a bad idea.
On that issue, I would like to say yes, on condition that they are qualified and experienced and willing to work in that position. And I'm saying that because in the recent past we have seen a lot more women going into positions of administration in society. If we look at the number of school principals we have, the number of managers we have, and if you look at the percentage of women who attend, for example, Sir Arthur Lewis, they're probably 70% women, which means that the women have been making significant strides in terms of their development, and which I think better prepares them to take up responsibilities, providing that they are willing to do it. So given that they have the willingness and are ready to take on these responsibilities, yes.
But it seems like women are more privileged nowadays, so it's a good thing, you know, because everybody deserves a chance, and I think women are supposed to be equal to men in these areas of life, you know what I'm saying? So in parliament, you know, it's happening overseas, it's happening in different countries, so I think St Lucia is a place that deserves a change, and we need to get intertwined with what's happening internationally, you know? So I feel it's a good thing.
Thanks for those responses. Now to our new discussion. The St Lucia Semi-Professional League opened this past weekend with a doubleheader at the Mindu Phillip Park. The St Lucian footballers will for the first time in their history be paid not only for playing but also for attending practice. Some 9 teams will compete in the top division of the semi-professional league, while another 9 teams will battle in the lower division for a chance to qualify for the semi-professional league. So we ask, do you think the semi-professional football league will enhance the quality of the game in St. Lucia? Voting is easy. Just log on to htsstlucia.org and vote. Remember, our Epoll team is always on the go to get your responses as well. Watch the HTS News Force from 7 p.m. for the results and a new discussion.